Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning, specializing on long-term care needs, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I wanted to talk about IRAs. IRAs can be a little tricky when we're doing Medicaid planning because, as you may know from watching my videos, to be able to qualify for Medicaid, there are income and asset limits that one must meet. So you can only have an individual can only have $2,000 in assets and countable assets, and presently, at the time of this video, they can only have $2,313 in income to be able to qualify for Medicaid. So then the question comes when I have folks that have IRAs. Lots of people hold the bulk of their legacy and life savings in these IRA accounts. I mean, they're great sources of investment, and many people use them. So the question is this money that's held in the IRA account, is that considered an asset so that it needs to be spent down or utilized to get the person down to the $2,000 threshold, or is it a non-countable asset? And the question really hinges legally on whether or not this IRA is in a payout status or not. If it is in payout status, it is not counted as an asset. However, it is counted as an income stream. And it's not just in payout status. It needs to, the IRA that's in payout status needs to be paid out at the required minimum distribution. So if you are in payout status and you are receiving the minimum required distribution, which is a little bit tricky calculations just because the state of Florida has different life expectancy tables than the IRS, but it can be done with the assistance of a good elder law attorney. But if your IRA is in this payout status, it is considered an income stream, and it is would then go towards the $2,313 of income that you're allowed. So if this payout status results in you or your loved one having too much income to be able to qualify for Medicaid, then we have another tool in our toolbox that we can use called a qualified income trust, that we can put those monies through and still allow you or your loved one to qualify for Medicaid. So that's one way IRAs are handled. But if it is not in payout status, it is considered a countable asset, and now it is something that we would need to evaluate how we are going to liquidate this asset and spend it down utilizing different spend down methods, or otherwise sheltering this asset to be able for your loved one to have a supplement their quality of life while they are in the nursing home facility, because Medicaid doesn't pay for everything. So those are some things to consider if you have an IRA, and whether or not you should be forcing or asking, at the last minute. There's strategies to this. Putting your IRA into a payout status right before your Medicaid application, so that way it is now not counted as an asset and rather is treated as an income stream, or if you should liquidate your IRA. Are conversations to have with your elder law attorney. There's positives and minuses to each strategy. For instance, if the life expectancy of your loved one is short, you might benefit from having it in a payout status, because then while the income that comes out of it will be used to pay for care, the monies that are left in the IRA will be able to go to your beneficiaries, and your legacy then will be fulfilled there. However, if your loved one or you have a large life expectancy and you believe that you will outlive your IRA or somewhat close to that, you might want to consider liquidating it and see what that would look like, even though there are some tax implications, and all of that is discussed and put into play when we're making these decisions. But then those assets then would become available for your family to be able to help supplement your care, rather than it just be used as through the spend as an income stream. So there's just different things to consider when we are looking at IRAs, whether or not it's an asset or if it's an income stream, how we should treat it, whether we should put it into payout status, liquidate it. There's no one size fits all when it comes to Medicaid planning. Each family is different, each person is different, your needs are different. And these are the conversations that I have with my clients, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And so I just wanted to be able to share some of this information with you, the wider community out there online, in hopes that it will encourage you to reach out to an elder law attorney and have these conversations if you think there's something that you would benefit from. I thank you for joining me. Until next time.